Greetings, my dear friends. Thank you for joining me today in this sacred space, where we can explore the teachings of the Buddha and reflect on how they can guide us toward inner peace, self-growth, and inspiration. Today, we will embark on a journey to understand the Four Noble Truths, the cornerstone of Buddhist philosophy, in a way that is simple, relatable, and deeply meaningful. Let us begin by setting our intention, to open our hearts and minds, to listen with sincerity, and to embrace the wisdom that can transform our lives. The Buddha's teachings are not distant or abstract. They are alive, practical, and meant to illuminate the path we walk every day. The first noble truth: life contains suffering, dukkha. The Buddha's first teaching, after attaining enlightenment, was this: life contains suffering. At first glance, this might sound somber, but it is not a lament, it is an acknowledgement of reality. In this truth, we find a mirror reflecting our shared human experience. Think of the challenges we face: the pain of losing a loved one, the frustration of unmet expectations, the ache of loneliness, or the weariness of daily struggles. These are universal. The Buddha's intention was not to dwell on suffering, but to inspire us to understand it deeply so that we can transcend it. Let me share with you the story of Kisagotami, a young mother who lived during the Buddha's time. Her world shattered when her only son passed away. In her despair, she carried his lifeless body from house to house, pleading for someone to bring him back to life. Finally, she came to the Buddha. He listened to her pain with compassion and asked her to bring him a mustard seed from a household that had never experienced death. Kisagotami went searching but found no such household. In the end, she realized that suffering touches everyone, and through this realization, she began her journey toward acceptance and peace. The first noble truth invites us to see suffering not as a curse but as a teacher. It is in recognizing our struggles that we can begin to understand their causes and seek a way out. The second noble truth: the cause of suffering, samudaya. The Buddha taught that the root of suffering lies in craving, tanha, or endless desires and attachments. We often chase after things we believe will make us happy, only to find that the happiness is fleeting. The more we cling, the more we suffer. Imagine a traveler crossing a desert, carrying a heavy load of water bottles. They believe the bottles are essential, but they weigh them down, making the journey unbearable. Similarly, our attachments weigh us down, whether it's to material possessions, relationships, or even our own opinions. Let us reflect on the story of Prince Siddhartha, who later became the Buddha. Born into luxury, he had everything a person could desire: wealth, power, and comfort. Yet he felt a deep dissatisfaction. He realized that no external pleasure could quench the thirst for lasting happiness. This insight led him to renounce his princely life and seek a deeper truth. The second noble truth challenges us to look inward and ask, what am I clinging to? What desires are holding me back from true freedom? The third noble truth: the end of suffering, nirodha. Here lies the promise of hope. Suffering can end. The Buddha taught that by letting go of craving and attachment, we can experience liberation and peace. This state is known as nirvana, extinguishing of the flames of desire, hatred, and ignorance. Consider the lotus flower, which grows in muddy waters yet blooms with purity and beauty. Our lives may be filled with challenges, but we have the potential to rise above them. The key lies in cultivating detachment and practicing mindfulness. A wise monk once shared a simple yet profound analogy. If you hold a cup of tea too tightly, your hand will ache, and the tea may spill. But if you hold it gently, you can savor its warmth and aroma. Similarly, life invites us to hold its moments with grace, neither clinging nor pushing away. The fourth noble truth: the path to the end of suffering, magga. The Buddha did not leave us with abstract ideas. He gave us a practical roadmap known as the Noble Eightfold Path. This path consists of 1. Right view, understanding reality, and the Four Noble Truths. 2. Right intention, cultivating thoughts of kindness and renunciation. 3. Right speech, speaking truthfully, and compassionately. 4. Right action, living ethically and avoiding harm. 5. Right livelihood, choosing work that aligns with our values. 6. Right effort, striving to develop wholesome qualities. 7. Right mindfulness, being present and aware in each moment. 8. Right concentration, developing deep mental focus through meditation. Each step of the path is like a stepping stone, guiding us toward a life of wisdom, virtue, and inner peace. The beauty of this path is that it is not rigid or dogmatic. It meets us where we are and evolves with our practice. Let me share the story of Angulimala, a feared bandit who had taken many lives. One day, he encountered the Buddha. Instead of reacting with fear or anger, the Buddha approached him with calmness and compassion. This encounter transformed Angulimala, who renounced his violent ways and became a devoted follower. His story reminds us that no matter how far we have strayed, the path is always open to us. How do we bring these teachings into our daily lives? Start small. Begin by observing your thoughts and feelings without judgment. Notice where you cling or resist. Practice letting go, even if it's just a little. Remember, transformation is not about perfection. It is about progress. Meditation is a powerful tool on this journey. When we sit in stillness, we create space to see our minds clearly. We learn to respond to life's challenges with equanimity rather than reactivity. Each moment of mindfulness is a step closer to liberation. As we conclude this reflection, I invite you to take this wisdom to heart and apply it in your life. The Four Noble Truths are not just concepts to ponder, they are practices to live. Let us support one another on this path of awakening. If you have found this sharing meaningful, I encourage you to explore further through our YouTube channel, Buddha's Wisdom. Here, we share inspiring stories, practical teachings, and guided meditations to help you cultivate inner peace and self-growth. Subscribe today and join our growing community of seekers dedicated to living with mindfulness and compassion. May you walk this path with courage and joy, and may the light of wisdom guide you always. Thank you for listening, my dear friends. May you be well, happy, and free from suffering.